Okay, so today in class, we're going to be going over some practice problems on page 6 and page 7. So I want you to do those practice problems at home as well. So what I'm going to do is do 1 or 2 of each type with you and then tell you which ones you need to complete, and you're going to upload that into a Google form. So on page 6, if you would look up at the top, we are going to look at number 5. So it says, for the given value, state whether each inequality is true or false. Now, this is what we did back in class on Monday. So all you have to do is take the answer choice, plug it in. If it makes a true statement, we put true. If it does not make a true statement, we put false. So where I see C, I'm going to put 2. So 18 divided by 2, is that less than 9? Well, 18 divided by 2 is 9. Is 9 less than 9? No. Why did I put a check mark? I should have put an X. 9 is not less than 9. There is no equal to sign there. So since there is not an equal to sign, we will put false here. C equals 2 is not an answer. Now, if it had the equal to line there, the answer would have been true, but it does not have the equal to line. So that's all you're going to do for this section is you're just going to plug in those answer choices and see if it's true or if it's false. Then we go down to the next section, 11 through 16. This wants us to graph the inequalities on the number line. So A less than 6. Remember, if it's a less than or greater than sign, we put an open circle, which means I'm not touching you. I'm getting really close, but I'm not touching you. And A is less than 6. Well, which numbers are less than 6? The ones going towards 5 or the ones going towards 7? The ones towards 5. So I am going to shade to the left, and that is the graph there. Let's also look at number 12. It says T is greater than or equal to -2. Well, remember that equal to means a closed circle, and it says T is greater than or equal to -2. Well, which numbers are greater than -2, -3 or -1? It will be the ones to the right, greater than. So you're going to try a couple more of those. Once we finish here, I'll tell you which ones. But I am going to look down here at the bottom, and it says write an inequality for each graph. Now, we haven't talked about a lot this within videos. I hope I mentioned it some with you in class on Monday, but if I didn't, I'm mentioning it now. So you're going to pick any variable. I like to go with X. You're going to put X on one side and the number that has got the dot above it on the other. So what we've got to figure out is which way is the symbol pointing. First, we need to figure out this is an open circle, which means we do not have the line under it. And these numbers are bigger than 10 because shading towards 11 is bigger than 10, which means the X needs to be bigger than 10. So you're going to make that alligator eat the X because that is bigger than 10. And that's your answer. That's it. If I look at number 18, again, I'm just going to choose X, and then I put -2 because that's where the dot is. Since it is a closed circle, I'm going to put a line. And these numbers are less than -2, which means -2 is the biggest thing, so I need to make sure the alligator is eating the -2. And that's it. We've got a line, and which direction do we turn the arrow? All right, turn to page 7. We're going to look at number 13 on page 7. It says -8x is greater than 16. We've got to solve and graph. Well, I'm going to rewrite it over here so I have a little bit more room. This is a one step. It multiplies by -8, so what do I need to do? I need to divide both sides by -8. But if I divide both sides by -8, remember we got to flip that sign. Reverse, reverse. So it was greater than. I'm going to make it less than. I bring down the X. 16 divided by -8 is -2. So I put an open circle at -2 because there's no line. And it says X is less than -2, and I shade to the left. If we want to check our answers, we can. We can plug in one of these. So -8 times -3 is positive 24. Is 24 bigger than 16? Yes, it is. So I did the right thing. All right, I want you to go down to number 19. And this will be our last one for the day. On number 19, it divides by -2. Well, the opposite of division is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by -2. Well, negative 2 times 5 is negative 10, and I have to reverse. I have to flip the sign. It was greater than, I make it less than. Now, no, we don't do that every time. Only when we multiply or divide both sides by a negative. Well, it just so happens for the two examples I chose, we did multiply or divide both sides by a negative. So on this side, we've got x. So I have an open circle at negative 10. Now this one is a little bit different. Every one we've done so far has had the x on the left side, but now it has the x on the right. So the alligator is eating the x. X is what we are shading. That's what's represented with the shading. So we've got to shade numbers that are bigger than negative 10. Well, the numbers that are bigger than negative 10 are the ones to the right. Now, what do I want you to do for your grade today? What you are going to do on page 6, you are going to try number 6 and number 8 on page 6. You are also going to try number 13 and number 16 on page 6 and number 20 on page 6. So number 6, 8, 13, 16, and 20 on page 6. Pause if you need to write that down. And on page 7, you are going to try numbers 14, 18, 20, and 22. 14, 18, 20, and 22. When you have tried those, you are going to upload a picture into the Google form on Google Classroom to show me your answers. You're going to upload a picture for page 6 to show me your answers and upload a picture of page 7 to show me your answers. If you did your work on another page, then you need to upload a picture of the other page. If you did your work in the packet, you need to upload a picture of the packet. Email me if you have any questions.